Hi, I'm Salvador.
And I'm Andrew Knack.
And we want to talk to you about Edmonton's affordable housing situation using a new interactive tool.
Edmonton is an affordable place to live if you're in the top half of income earners. But other Edmontonians struggle.
For 1 in 8 households, housing costs are too high, or they're living in crowded or unsafe conditions. These Edmontonians can't even afford to move.
Affordable housing is permanent, subsidized housing targeted to people who need it most. It ranges from a small break in rent to wraparound supports.
Now, affordable housing helps people in many different circumstances: disabilities or health challenges, seniors on fixed incomes, families fleeing domestic violence, refugees, newcomers, as well as Indigenous households.
1 in 8 Edmontonians earn minimum wage.
You'd need to work 60 hours a week to afford an average 1-bedroom, or nearly 70 hours for an average 2-bedroom.
Now, imagine your family is facing a crisis. Rent could quickly become a problem. There are nearly 400,000 homes in Edmonton. Only 1 in 25 of those, about 15,000, are subsidized. We would need to quadruple that number to help the 46,000 households still in need.
You might be asking, how did we get here?
2 things. 1, in the 1990s, government slashed investments in affordable housing. Most affordable housing in Edmonton today dates back to the 1980s. 2, Edmonton kept growing. And guess what? It's still growing.
Demand for houses and condos has been steady, but until recently, the market hasn't added significantly more apartments or other rentals. And that's where we see the greatest gap: lower income folks struggling to afford rising rents.
Next time, we'll talk about the city's new strategy to make this situation better. In the meantime, check out the new housing tool at Edmonton.ca/AffordableHousing. It's got all of the information you've seen here and more. You can even punch in your own income and see where you can afford to live. Hi, I'm Andrew Knack.
I'm Salvador. We want to talk about the city's new affordable housing strategy. Last time, we talked about Edmonton's need for affordable housing.
Right now, 1 in 8 Edmonton households need affordable housing. People on fixed incomes, escaping domestic violence, living with serious health issues.
We currently have 15,000 units of affordable housing, but we would need to quadruple that amount in order to meet the need.
Why? In the 1990s, governments cut affordable housing. Edmonton has grown a lot, but most affordable housing is still from the 1980s.
Now, the situation didn't develop overnight, and it's not going to be solved overnight. Since 2019, the city has invested $133 million into building more affordable housing. Things like mixed apartments with a small break in rental rates to supportive housing with wraparound supports, just like this one.
The city works directly with affordable housing providers. We provide logistical support, surplus land, construction grants. By making it easier for projects to get off the ground, we've helped create more than 2,800 affordable housing units over the past 4 years.
Every dollar invested has attracted another 4.
Recently, Council passed a new affordable housing strategy that builds on this momentum. Over the next 3 years, we're targeting at least another 2,700 new or renewed homes.
By 2050, our goal is 40,000 new units, which would go a long way in meeting the needs for Edmontonians.
If other governments are ready to invest more, we'll be ready to move even faster. Our new plan includes other steps: renter resources so fewer people lose their homes in the first place, working with priority populations to build the right kind of housing for their needs, a program to find land for affordable housing, and a plan to develop different ways to finance housing while also making sure buildings are more climate resilient. Affordable housing will be a challenge for decades to come.
And as Edmonton continues to grow, we'll need more housing options throughout Edmonton. All governments and community partners need to work together. To learn more, check out this link.